Uncle Dick's Kitchen. One of the things that we just found that we really enjoy is the air fryer. And yes, there are a lot more expensive ones and a lot bigger capacity ones out there on the market, but this one works really well for us. It's the Farberware HF919B. Now, basically, it's just a convection oven type of device. It has a heating element up underneath this cowl right here. This is a tray that comes out. And that heating element has a fan on it, and it circulates the heat around your food. And when you spray a little bit of oil on it, or even, coat your product in oil, put it in here, cook it, it's just like deep frying. Now, it ain't exactly the same because you don't have the oil. You don't have to strain the oil after you're done if you're planning on reusing it. Or you don't have to throw the oil out. It does everything just like a deep fryer, only better. Been using it a lot. So it's like you got this little plastic tab, you push it forward, it pops this tray out. Now, you don't have to do that. It's not locked in there. Just give a little pull and it comes right out. Once you've done that, there's an inner cooking tray. I got a little divot here that I set. When it's hot, I put it down there, push that little red button, and out comes your tray. You can see it's got holes in the bottom of it. That lets your air circulate around, and any of your juices that come out of this drains down into this catch pan. And it's about a 2-quart capacity. And you can't stack food on top of each other so much until it's got a little bit of a crisp to it. Then you can, but it's like, for the two of us, it works really well. So that's the opening on this thing here. A lot of people are really just now finding out about it, and they're talking about it in forums on Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that, and producing videos on how to and different recipes and everything. It's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. And trust me, I don't need the fried foods. But we'll take a closer look at it here in just a second. So as you can see, it's plugged into the wall there. It works off 120 volts. And it's got a temperature gauge or temperature knob and a timer knob. And one of the things I found out about the timer knob is you don't really want to force it back. If you put too much time on it, just watch it. If you go forcing it back, who knows what you can do to that thing on the inside. I don't mess with it. I just let it run out even if my food is done. So there's that. It's really simple. You got your two lights here. One turns blue and the other one yellow. And when the yellow light's on, that means the heating element is on. And sometimes you'll see it cycle through because it has a thermostat. And you'll see the little yellow light go off and the little blue light remains, and you can hear the fans running and stuff like that. It just means it's letting the element cool down to keep the temperature constant. Of course, over here it's got some nifty little frying tips on it and stuff like that. Haven't really paid too much attention to it, just been winging it right from the get-go. If you look down here on the handle, you can see there's this little plastic thing right here, and when you push forward on it, it pops the basket out. Now, you don't have to do that because it comes right out, no problem. But it gives you a little more leverage. Then you pull it out, and it's a 2-piece basket. In order to get that basket out, you push down on that little red knob, lift straight up. Ta-da! There you go. Pretty nifty little deal. I really like it. Now, as far as the mechanics of this thing, like I said, all it really is a heating element up there with a fan on it. And if you look at it, It almost looks exactly like the thing that's on top of your stove if you've got the old conventional type of stove. If you've got a glass top, you wouldn't see that. But still, that's basically all it is. You've got a thermostat, a timer, and your basket. Now, when it comes down to using this thing, what I do is I take my spray oil and I spray it around on the bottom of the basket. I don't worry about coating the walls so much, just a little bit right there. Spray your food, put it on top, then you set that sucker in there just like that, and away you go. And French fries, about 10 minutes. Onion rings, about 10 minutes. There's so many things that you can do in this, and they turn out really good. Okay, so I can't really say how all of them work, because there are bigger ones, a lot more expensive ones, a lot of different ones. But this one here, now I'm not going to worry about the thermostat, it's just on high. But when you turn this thing on, this is what it sounds like. You can hear it ticking away. That's the timer. Then there's your lights. Blue on top. That just tells you that it's on. And the yellow light down below, that's the heating element is on. Now, that thing is producing heat. Where does that heat go? Well, it goes right out there. Okay, so when I cook in this thing, I always turn it off the end of the counter because that heat is coming out of there. I don't want it going up against my wall. It ain't great heat. I mean, look, I can hold my hand up to it, stuff like that, but I just don't want the constant heat hitting my wall. So that's something to remind you. Just remember is that these things are a heating element, kind of a cooking utensil. They're going to create heat. Be aware of your surroundings. So you got to kind of work off a general understanding about fried foods. People have tried using different types of oils, coconut oil, olive oil, palm oil. They're trying to find ways to make it healthier. Well, there it is. That's the healthiest way right there when it comes down to deep frying something. Now you got to understand that if you're buying packaged frozen French fries or onion rings or whatever, these things have already been pre-fried in oil and flash frozen. Now, were they cooked all the way? No. That's why you got to put them in the oven or deep fry them or put them in an air fryer to cook them the rest of the way. They do that so that they'll stand up, packaged. So you got to live with that. Now, when it comes down to your raw foods and you're producing it in home out of your air fryer, you take away so much of that fatty oils and stuff like that. Really tastes good. So I hope you like this. Air fryer people love them. And all you got to do is go online and type in air fryer, and forums are out there. People are really pushing these things. I like mine, and I've been using it a lot. We've only had it for a month. So hope you enjoyed the video.